Alright guys, Gemini, back with another video. Today I'm going to tell you the story about when I met the Undertaker in 1996. Well, the way this all came down is, I was 16 years old in 96, and I heard the Undertaker was going to come and grand open the new store at the mall, Gottschalk's. I think they went out of business years ago. But I heard this, and I was like, I'm going to go to Gottschalk's and meet the Undertaker. And so this older guy at school who I'm friends with, as we run track together, he says to me, he says, "Hey man, I'll drive you up there. Don't worry," because I hadn't got my license yet or something. And so he was older. He was a senior or something, and I was a sophomore and junior or something. And he said, "Man, I'll drive you up there. Don't worry about it. I'll take you up there to see the Undertaker." And I'm like, sweet. So this is awesome. So hook up with him. We go up there. We go to the mall. We go to the Gottschalk's. We get there, and all day I'm like bugging him, like, "Hey dude, we need to get there earlier, because it's gonna close, I'm gonna get shut out, I'm meeting the Undertaker." And it was a free autograph signing because the mall or Gottschalk's, whatever, had paid him, so there's no charge to get his autograph, which is cool as hell. Get there, and oh man, the barricade, we get there late. So he's fucking around with his girlfriend or something. And but it was nice of him to drive me up there, so I appreciate it. So it was, the barricade's close, the line's done, and we're standing outside the other side of the barricade, and I'm like, fuck this. This is the once in a lifetime opportunity I have to meet the Undertaker, and Paul Bearer sitting there with him. I'm like, you know what, this isn't going down like this. I'm not going to get shut out on this. So what I did as a hardcore wrestling fan is I snuck in the line in front of a group of little kids and a dad. I snuck in front of the line, and I snuck in front of them. And oh my god, dude, the waiting in line to get up to him was probably some of the roughest 25 minutes of my life, because this dad was pissed that I just stepped in front of him and his kids to meet the Undertaker. Right or wrong, I did it, and they were pushing me and they were spitting on me, and this dad was doing this and he was encouraging his kids to do this. So this dad was spitting on me, pushing me, kicking me in the shins and shit, and his little kids were doing the same thing. "Daddy, he cut in front of us. Daddy, he cut in front of us. Daddy, he cut in front of us." And these little kids are being little shits, and one of them had a slingshot, was fucking slingshot me. It was something that hurt like hell in my legs. I didn't care. I didn't care. They were gonna have to physically remove me out of that line, security was, to get me not to meet the Undertaker. So I get up, finally, I'm dealing with that crap in line, and I had it coming to me. I cut in front of them. The line was closed, and I took cuts. I didn't care. I didn't care. Get up to him. I get to meet Paul Bearer, who's cool as hell. I got his little picture, and that was cool. And then I went over to the Undertaker, and I stood right there, and I was like, and I finally met the man. This was right around WrestleMania 12 weekend, and I said, "Good luck versus Diesel this week at WrestleMania 12. And he looks back at me and goes, "All right, brother." Undertaker looked like he was over the autograph signing at that point, but I was so scared that when I got up there, Paul Bearer and the Undertaker had seen me cut in line, and they were going to not sign my autograph. So it was a fearful experience. It was a learning experience, but I did what I had to do to meet the Undertaker and Paul Bearer. I wasn't going to get shut out. So back then, I did what I had to do. I cut in the line. I met him, and it was an amazing experience, even though I had to deal with his dickhead dad and his kids spitting and kicking and hitting me. I didn't care. It was worth it in the end. Met the Undertaker, met Paul Bearer. One of the coolest things I ever accomplished as a pro wrestling fan. Leave your comments below what you think about that story. Gemini, have a good one.